My name's Marie McLeod and I'm a Senior Training Associate with Hawker Brownlee Professional Learning Solutions. I deliver the work of Dr. Ruby Payne, a framework for understanding poverty for schools, Bridges Out of Poverty for the social service sector, and Getting Ahead. So Getting Ahead is the piece of this work that is for people who are experiencing poverty. So the other two training pieces, Framework and Bridges, are for professionals. Getting Ahead is for people who have themselves been experiencing poverty. So the training that we offer is for local people to be trained to be able to facilitate getting ahead in their organisation or in their community. So the training is over 2 days. Getting Ahead runs twice a week for 10 weeks based on a workbook. It's written by Phil Duvall, and a precondition for Getting Ahead running in a community is that Bridges Out of Poverty has been run first with the professionals. And the reason for that is that when people are going through Getting Ahead, they're going to need a lot of support for change. And we've found the best ingredients for success in that instance is that they can be supported by agencies who have also been through this training, who also have the same language and are understanding the process that they're going through. So Bridges Out of Poverty happens first, and then we do Getting Ahead facilitator training, and then Getting Ahead runs. So this is reasonably new for us to be doing this, but has been really successful, and there's a real appetite for Getting Ahead across a number of disciplines. So DHS, Department of Human Service in Victoria, last year funded 7 pilots of Getting Ahead, and their focus was on long-term unemployed people. So in most instances, that was run perhaps alongside a certificate in vocational preparation. Different organisations have run it differently depending on what their local circumstances are. But it's looking to be very successful, and some places who have run it have already decided that they will continue to run it, and they've embedded it into their organisation or the community. So Northern Futures, which is an employment organisation based down in Norlane near Geelong, they now run it always, because they've found that people who do Getting Ahead then succeed better when they go on to other vocational training. And in Benalla, they're continuing to run it. Maryborough, they're continuing to run it. So it's seen really great success. Perhaps I'll talk about Maryborough as an example where in last year, 2012, Maryborough won the inaugural Joan Kerner Social Justice Award for this program, Getting Ahead. They had 16 people that went through Getting Ahead, and 10 months after the program had finished, 15 of those people were in accredited training or in work. So it was a great success rate for people that came from very, very disadvantaged backgrounds. So it seems to be filling a gap. The great thing about Getting Ahead, and the point of difference, is that it's really led by the participants. So you do have 1 or 2 facilitators in the room, but the very strong philosophy behind Getting Ahead is that it is led by the participants, that the participants get presented with the material, and much of that is similar material that's presented to professionals in Framework or Bridges, but in this instance, people are experiencing that on a very personal level, and it culminates in them making their own plan for change, and then calling out who will support them in that journey. And that may be agencies who have also been trained. It may be that they also realise there's some people that they need to leave behind on this journey from poverty to prosperity. So Getting Ahead's really exciting for us. It's looking to be very successful, and another piece in the puzzle that was previously missing. This training is about creating an understanding for people about what it's really like for people who have experienced poverty. It's about developing that understanding, but it's also about change. And my observation is that what occurs when people attend this training is that they really have to look at themselves and their own attitudes and beliefs. The training challenges people to think about the way they think and the way they practice. My observations of the feedback that we get is what really makes me passionate about continuing the work. People tell me that listening to this training and feeling it and going through it really creates a change for them when they go back to their organisations and when they're working with their clients. And for me, that's what keeps me going and keeps me going to all the wonderful places and meeting all the wonderful people and continuing to deliver this training. It seems that this kind of training creates a shift, and that the impact of that continues long after I've gone. So it seems to inspire people to change, and that's what I love about it.